Gosh, every time I guide wild adventure roleplay, there's so many things I want to say. Okay, my name's Jamie Black. I'm the founder of Wildcraft Play, Wild Adventure Roleplay, Earth Guides, and a few other things. I have to be horizontal right now because I just did 4 campaigns in a row and my ankles are yelling at me. And there's so much I want to say. There's so many things I want to share about the experience, because every time I guide a campaign, every time I take people through the journey, it's actually the same mechanism, the same stories, the same questions, the same answers, the same feeling, the same vibe, the same cool kids. It's just so good. So I'm going to do my best to actually break this down into different components. I might seem like I'm rambling. This is just going to be the start of it. And then eventually I will organize this in a very organized way. But bird's eye view to debrief a really great day. Bird's eye view. Okay. The overall vibe was amazing today. I get the warning in advance from leaders. Oh, we've got a couple of kids. You know the ones, right? And I know them. There's always at least one in a group. But it's really funny because once you get into LARPiness, there's these mechanisms of control that I generate every single time that really gets that kid to not do the thing. For example, we're pretty into the game. We're role playing. We've conquered a couple of monsters, and one of the kids goes walking ahead of me like they want to go into the forest. And I was like, oh, friend, you know what you're showing me? You don't want what you're gonna ask me for in the near future. I'll say it again. And that's what I say. I'll say it again. You are showing me you don't want what you're gonna ask me for in the future. And they're like, huh? And I was like, and then I say, so the people who are going to get what they want right now and in the future are modeling raising their hand, standing quietly, and being on this side of my body. And this way of creating a verbal boundary with kids has to happen within literally the first 10 minutes of being in their presence, or else they're going to walk all over you. And so the convenient thing for me is they don't know me from a hole in the wall, and they're not going to be stuck with me later on. So if you're just beginning that boundary setting with these kids, you got to be ready for some backlash. You got to be ready for them to complain or push against you or scream and yell or take what they wanted anyways, or all the things. So changing boundaries, stating boundaries with kids is one of the hardest things. And I actually want to share that a lot of people that are in communication with me right now, that is one of their biggest struggles. So the cool thing about a game model that you bring in is that you bring in rules of engagement. You bring in the rules of the game. And if one of the rules is to not walk past me, or else you break the game, they won't walk past you. And if they do, then they die, in my scenario. So, yeah, there's a lot of little nuggets that I want to share from the point of view of facilitation techniques that I've been using for years and years. That's super engaging, that I can get all ages responding to. And if you're running wild adventure roleplay, here's another thing. So many people say, well, I'm not Jamie Black. And it's like, you're right. You're not. I've been doing this for 22 years. Don't expect to fill my shoes that quick. But what I really want for you is for you to be able to feel the way I feel right now. Like absolute joy-filled accomplishment and freedom. Sure, my feet hurt, but my heart is soaring right now. So let's dive in. Let's break this down. Let's debrief this. Let's have real conversations about wild adventure roleplay, beginning, middle, and end, the whole journey, and make this palatable for you. Make it something that you can do and that it doesn't feel too overwhelming. It doesn't feel like too much to take on. Okay, thanks for being here. Feel free to share your questions, comments, concerns in this group chat area, guiding wild adventure roleplay, so that everybody can learn together. And then eventually, once we get all the information, I will start organizing it in a way that makes sense for everyone to access these teachings, the guidance, the training, the tools. All right. Enjoy your day.